Mike, I know that a lot of players love making the dominant archetypes of NBA 2K and NBA 2K21. It seemed like it was the power forward. So, Mike, what do you think the dominant archetype will be for NBA 2K22?
That's a good question, because that's something that we're always trying to balance and tune, because we don't really want there to be one dominant archetype, right? So the power forward thing is fixed, and it's much more spread out in terms of the badges you get per position and heights and archetypes. But one thing we've really focused on was trying to make all the different heights and positions have unique strengths and abilities. So one thing that I think might actually be interesting is we might have a lot of smaller players this year. If you are 6 foot or under, you get a massive speed boost. You have access to higher ball handling ratings as well as like 3-point ratings. So a lot of people might gravitate toward that direction this year. Having said that, in our online test here internally, we've got a guy who plays as like a 7-foot center every single time, and he is so dominant in our games. So, I think it's a good mix, because I think you're going to have people who want to be kind of that in the middle road, small forward, power forward, and still kind of do it all. But you might see some players gravitate toward like point guards, small point guards even, and then like big centers, and hopefully we have
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There it is, the Ferry Building in San Francisco, just down the road from our broadcast setting tonight. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And here's a look at some numbers for Trae Young.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Aaron Gordon out there with Tatum. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. And for the Warriors, they've got Trae Young. Wiseman's out there with Williamson. Then it's Ingram. And it's Richardson in at the 2-guard spot. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some teams you can't tell if they're legit or not just yet.
And it's the Pistons to start out. Passes to Gordon. Now here's Tatum. Now Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
And there's the pass to Wiseman. Here's Richardson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Young passes to Wiseman. Back to Young. Richardson outside. Pass to Williamson. 13 feet away. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Great recognition of the defense. Zion took what the offense gave him and knocked it down.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Dwayne Casey and I got a chance to talk for just a bit, and he was quick to point out the danger Trae Young poses, not just as a scorer, but as a distributor. His quote was, "His skill as a passer is overlooked, but we're not going to lose sight of that. We have to make him play the game on our terms. He can't be dictating the pace." So they're going to try to keep Young under control, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
The percentages from range aren't there yet for Murray, but his confidence never seems to waver.
To the middle. Ingram against Tatum. Young from outside. Detroit with the rebound. Beasley outside. Pass to Bitadze. Over Young. Moves back up. Bitadze with the bucket.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Ingram, that's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Pass to Bitadze. The Pistons working the ball around now. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Beasley. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Here's Richardson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Tough finish inside. Josh Richardson making it look easy. Poised to be a key player for years to come.
Murray against Young. Murray kicks to Gordon. There's the pass to Bitadze. Here's Tatum. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, in one-on-one situations, Tatum is a nightmare to guard. Versatile offensively, and really allows him to score consistently.
Now here's Williamson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Now here's Tatum. After the miss from Trae Young. Here's Bitadze. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Murray for 3. Offensive rebound. A beautiful reverse layup. Bitadze's got his second bucket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here is Young. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Beasley outside. Rejected by Young.
You might ask, how is Trae Young blocking shots? The awareness and the activity level. That's how.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Richardson against Beasley. That one good for 2.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
This is Young's game. Ready to fire as soon as he touches it.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Williamson outside. To the right side. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Ingram. Tatum's shot is off.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And that one falls for Ingram.
Brandon Ingram is a fascinating player, multi-dimensional and versatile. Needs to keep improving.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Marcus Smart comes in for Malik Beasley, and it's done in for Murray. Both free throws good for Ingram.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Done against Young. Tatum, that's for 2. Top of the key jumper, no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Tatum. 29 points for him last game against Portland.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive. As soon as he had the ball in his hands, he put the pressure on the defense and found the opening.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 2. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
John misses. And it's the Warriors' ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Young with no one around. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
I was surprised they put up so little fight. That was not the team I expected to see that night.
Detroit making a switch. Toscano's checked in.
And checking out the numbers for Young. The past month has been surreal. First in assists, 4th in scoring, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Detroit, no good that time either.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Another 3 for Golden State.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
And here's Smart following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Smith against Smart. Tatum, that's for 2. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
And Tatum, he can create space, he can shoot over people, does it in both the half court as well as transition.
High post shot. A nice shot by Young. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Done outside. Pass to Bitadze. Here's Toscano. Covered by Smith. Bitadze can't hit. Warriors leading by 8. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Wasted no time on that one. Young's got 16 points.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
Here's Toscano. No points in the game yet for him. Bitadze, the pass to Tatum. That one falls.
Yeah, and I love how strong Tatum is finishing through the contact there. He's shown a real toughness in terms of when he gets in attack mode.
And stolen by Dunn. He can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. Over Dunn. Toscano with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Passes it to Bitadze. Tatum down low. Young's there, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the evening. Cameron Payne's checked in for Chris Dunn. And that one falls for Tatum.
Earning all rookie first team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite.
And Young, here we go. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Outside, Smart. Here's Bitadze, and the shot goes in. Bitadze's got his third basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Young from the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Bitadze's got 5 rebounds tonight. Tatum against Anthony. Payne passes to Bitadze. Fades. And no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Kicks to Young. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Young's got 20.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Tatum.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Young with the ball. 20 points for him. From deep. Good on the three-point shot. 23 points in the game.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Golden State Warriors. He had some kind of quarter from long range. Lines up with 15 points from beyond the arc. Right back after this break. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his upbringing helped shape his approach to the game.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So as anybody who has siblings, older, younger, you understand the struggle, especially being the youngest. You know, you always got to fight for what you want.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Smith is out there with Anthony. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Dort in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Here's Bitadze. Here's Payne. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Richardson the pass to Dort. Back to Richardson. And it's off the back rim. No good. Pistons trail by 11. Outside Tatum. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Tatum's got 13 points.
Shifty, elusive offensively. Tatum's scoring potential is through the roof.
Here's Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And he makes the first.
I mean, a ferocious athlete. Josh Richardson has also proven to be a terrific 3-and-D guy.
And the Warriors making a change here. Williamson's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Beasley's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Marcus Smart. And Richardson drops them both. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Now here's Tatum. He's covered closely. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
And the pass to Williamson. Here's Richardson. And the dunk by Williamson.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Pistons passing it around. And the basket by Tatum.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Smith surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson. And he overshot that one, missing.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And the rejection by Smith. Here's Williamson. Great D that time from Tatum.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Timeout called the Warriors. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Both teams will make substitutions. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Williamson. He's got a place in the starting lineup as it stands now. He's at number 5 in the Western Conference.
And I really feel like the fans got it right. A lot of players are having big seasons in the West, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Odd pass to Gordon. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop. And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
Pass to Ingram. Over Beasley. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Richardson. Ingram's got 8.
You see how Ingram's polished his game, looking smooth from the mid-range.
Tatum dishes to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play. He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Marcus Smart.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Murray finds Gordon. Now here's Beasley. Back to Gordon. Left side, Tatum. Over to the left wing. Gordon, the pass to Beasley. Rejected by Ingram.
Wonderful defense from Ingram. Good to see him using his length to alter shots.
It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Williamson. Shades over Payne. And it's Williamson missing. The Pistons trailing. Passes it to Payne. Beasley right side. The Pistons working the ball around now. Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
What opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
A true physical specimen. It's tough to keep up with Zion's athletic ability.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
That free throw good from Williamson. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
For Detroit, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for him. And so Tatum nails them both. Beasley dishes to Tatum. He kicks it to Murray. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. And that's now 7 points for DeJounte Murray. Now the pass to Williamson. Fires at the elbow. It's tipped. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Beasley outside. And it's Dunn penetrating and Dunn with the slam.
Chris Dunn can create off the dribble and has an excellent first step.
Young against Dunn. Young passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Dallas. Here's Dunn, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Not the easiest guy to stick. Chris Dunn's quickness puts defenders in difficult spots.
The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First one falls.
To me, Chris Dunn has all the tools to be really good. Has to cut down on the turnovers and has to keep working on that jump shot.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Jason Tatum. And he makes both free throws.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Young passes to Wiseman. Beasley against Ingram. That one goes in.
You can't let Ingram get established down there. When he does, he burns you from it.
Murray outside. Has to be touched. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Young is double. Here's Wiseman, and finished off by Wiseman.
Such an incredible score. Young's playmaking may be on the same level.
Here's Gordon. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
This is where Zion's most dangerous. Out in the open floor, getting set up for the finish.
Pass to Bitadze. Kicks it to Beasley. From outside the arc, Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Young. Young is double. Ingram outside. From 13, offensive rebound. A nice shot by Young.
Certain guys, points just come their way, but Trey is also about effort.
Pistons trail by 4. Dunn dishes to Gordon. Here's Bitadze. He's got 8. Dunn wide open. He fires. The 3-pointer is right on target. Dunn's got 7 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Young's shot is off. And Murray's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Gordon kicks to Murray. Lets a floater go. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wiry strong. If you're going to get physical with Murray, you better go the rest of the way to prevent the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So for the Pistons, Toscano's checked in, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Dunn. throw good. Murray.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
Young against Murray. Warriors the rebound. Wiseman misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. A steal. Here's Dort. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And he's got his first chance at the line here. On the free throw, no good. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Toscano passes to Murray. Smart on the wing. Clock at 6 to the paint. Here's Bitadze. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on James Wiseman.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Dort passes to Smith to the inside. Out to Ingram from past the arc. Rebound Detroit. Bitadze's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Golden State's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Up again. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Murray against Young. Down low, swiped it away. Inside, Toscano draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Pistons have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. The Pistons making a change here. Haynes checked in. Here's Young. He's got 25. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Wiseman. Defense right on him. Drops in the tray. Ingram's got 13.
Becoming consistent from beyond the arc. It's completely changed how you have to defend Ingram.
Payne looking around. Here's Smart. Second chance shot. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Detroit Pistons. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, it's pretty clear that they want the offense to run through the paint, and it's been a good game plan. When they've got the ball in tight, the points have been coming, and they've been coming frequently. And until the D proves that they can stop it, I'd say keep working in the paint.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Beasley is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Beasley outside. Back to Tatum. 5 to shoot. Knocked away. And stolen by Richardson. It's Young on the wing over Murray. Here's Wiseman. He nails it, and we're tied up. Wiseman's got 6 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Count that bucket. 14 points for him.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Young against Murray. And Wiseman gets it to go on the assist by Young. Young's got 6 assists in the game. And Murray's got the ball here for Detroit. Outside Tatum, but Trae. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ingram against Murray for the lead. And it's Ingram missing. The Pistons shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Murray kicks to Tatum. Outside Gordon. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Murray the pass to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist in the game.
And Gordon understands the importance of stretching the floor, and he remains a capable three-point shooter.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Off target from three-point range. Detroit leading by 3 to the inside, and stolen by Williamson. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Feeds to Wiseman. Oh, that's blocked. Beasley outside. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Young dishes to Wiseman. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Murray kicks to Gordon. The pass to Bitadze. Five on the clock. To the left side wing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And the Warriors making a change here. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Back to Young for the lead. It's good from long range. Young's got 28.
Hard to defend Trae Young from out there because he's a master at creating space.
Beasley inside, covered by Williamson.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Chris Dunn's checked in for the Pistons. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Detroit. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference.
And I think for the Pistons, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
And you're not alone. How could anyone have predicted this? Nobody thought they'd be such serious contenders this deep into the season.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And Detroit has possession. It's a 5-point game. Shot clock at 5. He sinks the 11-footer. Dunn's got 9 points.
His bread and butter is the mid-range area. Chris Dunn carves out a solid look for himself.
And here's Young, and he has 28 points for the game. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Smart's checked in for Detroit. Williamson against Gordon. To the paint, 6 to shoot. A nice shot by Young.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Dunn passes to Gordon. Here's Bitadze. Oh, Tatum in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Williamson with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Richardson outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Williamson.
Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
Outside Tatum. The 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Tatum's got 22.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Young outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Vassell. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now Detroit moving it up. Smart leading the charge. The quick look, no good that time. Warriors leading by 4. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable. This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Detroit making a switch here. Toscano's checked in. Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. Jason Tatum on top. The 4th spot held by Trae Young.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially over this stretch. Scoring machines.
Young against Dunn. Pass to Toscano. Tatum kicks to Smart. Dunn passes to Toscano. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Smart. No good from outside.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Buries it from three-point range.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
Here's Dunn. It's blocked, and he recovers it. Pass to Toscano.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Goes up on the wing, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Now Dunn, 11 points in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
With the teardrop, the shot misses. Excellent defense there from Smith. Here's Dort. Good work defensively by Smart. Pistons trail by 9. Dunn passes to Tatum. No good again that time. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Warriors. And the dunk by Williamson.
It's clear that Zion knows his strengths. Good at sensing when he should shoot it.
Dunn passes to Gordon. And the rejection by Smith. Now the Warriors moving it up. Young from outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Payne, he's checked in for Dunn.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Zion Williamson. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
And the rejection by Smith. Here's Vassell. He's got 8. Clock at 6. Smith outside. Williamson trying to free himself up. Nice shot by Smith.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Payne passes to Toscano. They need this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. Ingram's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Warriors leading by 16. To the middle and stolen by Payne. Passes it to Toscano. Detroit, no good that time either.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Tatum against Smith. Tatum trying to hold on.
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
And Tatum is clever when he's in attack mode. Great at beating defenders to the basket.
Vassell, the pass to Ingram. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Detroit making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. And the Pistons with possession here. Trailing by 17. Williamson against Gordon. Three-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And that one's good. Williamson's got 16 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
52 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 4. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got his first 2 points of the night. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 20-5 run. Here's Vassell. 8 points for him. Down low, here's Smith. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Murray's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Smith, no good on that one. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's Beasley in the corner. Payne with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Tatum against Ingram. Murray for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Williamson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Smith is out there with Weissman. Then it's Ingram. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Dort in at the shooting guard. Richardson, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Richardson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Murray, the pass to Bitadze. Tatum against Smith. Tatum draws the double. The pass to Bitadze. Murray surveying the D. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Warriors. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Yes, that goes in. Weissman's got 10 points here in the second half.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now here's Murray. Guarded close. Bitadze can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Richardson with it, working on Payne.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Bitadze. And the officials call a traveling violation.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Detroit making a switch here. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Jackson comes in for Jason Tatum. Daniels, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And McLemore's subbed in for DeJounte Murray. On the wing, Green, guarded by McLemore. And here's Anthony from the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Pistons have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Jackson kicks to McDaniels. Now here's Payne, defended by none. The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Brooks outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Count it.
Yeah, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And, well, Detroit shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Now, here's McDaniels. They could use a bucket. It doesn't go for him. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's none. It's rebounded by McLemore. Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to McLemore. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Warriors shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. None with it. Now guarded by Payne. A second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeff Green picks one up. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
tournament. That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Donnie's checked in for Detroit. Good on the second free throw. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. Back to Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they get it. Green breaking loose. The Warriors pull it in. Wiseman's got 11 rebounds in the game. Shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And here is Dunn. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The shot, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. Green dishes to Dunn from 11 feet away. Wiseman with the rebound. On offense, here are the Warriors. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Anthony kicks to Nunn. He dishes it to Wiseman. A floater, and the layup good by Nunn.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Dunn passes to McDaniels. And here's McLemore. Pass to McDaniels. The Pistons working the ball around now. On the wing, Green. Green. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. Here's McDaniels. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. To the inside, Wiseman. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Wiseman's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dunn outside. Passes it to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Sacramento King. And then on Thursday, they'll take on John Wall and the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against Indiana, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
And that one falls for Jackson. Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now, because of the way everything is going, is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out. And he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously, there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positive from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time for our social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. Now Nunn to the paint. Here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Brooks against Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Dunn passes to Green. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Zion Williamson's checked in for Wiseman. McDaniels kicks to McLemore. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Dunn looking over the floor. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second. So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
The pass to McLemore. Now Jackson. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Green finds none. Now here's Anthony. It's Brooks on the wing. Got a piece of it. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Cameron Payne's checked in for Detroit. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Pass to McLemore. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Brooks kicks to Anthony. Pass to Nunn. Over Green. Here's Williamson. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Green. Passes to Payne. Outside, Green. He gets it in there.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The pass to Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Anthony. Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes as leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
And Bacon's checked in for Golden State. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
None against Green. None, that's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Payne. Green kicks to McDaniels. Here's Payne. Tries again. Oh, good on that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Trae Young.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Green, the pass to Payne. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Trae, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight, so how satisfying was this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Well, you all certainly did what you had to get this win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.